What's going on, beautiful people? It's your host, Drake, B. Drake with Everything Culture, the podcast for all cultures, the podcast with a purpose. And this morning, this evening, this afternoon, it's evening though here. It's Sunday Night Live. We go live every Sunday night. We talk, chop it up with our guests, our viewers, our supporters, y'all, our community. And we talk about what's been going on this past week, what's coming up, how we feeling. This is where y'all can share y'all feelings and emotions with us live. We don't have a phone number again. We go get one soon if y'all want to, if y'all call in. But if y'all just want to hop on, drop something in the chat, please do so. We appreciate y'all being here. And as always, I am Drake. The mission statement of this podcast is built off is from the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He said at Cornell College, which became Cornell University, that he believed that men hate each other because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because of segregation. And because of segregation, we have miscommunication. So we created this podcast on the pillars of respect, communication, and consistency so we can know each other, so we can love one another. If you want to stay on here with the talk or you want to be on the tube, or if you want to come over to the Zoom, let me know so I can drop it in the chat. We love to have you here. All right. But it is Sunday. Is it the 28th, June 28th? Yesterday was June 27th. Shout out to Screw Day. Happy birthday, Demo. You feel me? If you're in Houston, you already know it's a time to pull the slabs out, go get you some food. It follows Juneteenth every year and it just goes so hand in hand. I love being a Texan. Love my culture. You feel me? But we coming up to something special. Coming up to the B Day. Right now is it cancer season right now? We're in the sensitive season right now. Shout out to y'all. Don't take listen. Don't start it. Don't take it personal. However we go. Hey Jay, but it's soon it's gonna be the B Day. And we got some things coming up for me as well as for y'all. But we're gonna start the countdown to 40. Baby. I'm blessed to be at the age I am. And I thank the Lord for allowing me to make it to 39. It's been a blessed life. It's been a grand life, and I'm looking forward to more. And I'm just hoping he continue to maintain and not only maintain the support to see me in more better things in life. Because I feel like I got so much more to do. I just need to go and do it. You ever had that feeling? It's to that point where I still got some folks to touch and things to bring up. Even though I get frustrated with many, it's I've never been to the point to feel stagnant. Like this is my life is meant to be. I've heard people say that before. Oh, this is what I'm just supposed to do. Not talking about me, of course. They bet not, but just for themselves. I'm an individual that I never put a leash on what God has in store for me, and I hope nobody does it to you, and I hope you're not going to do it to yourself. But yeah, 40 will be here within 32 days. 30 days. That's 32 days. That's like 4 weeks. Little bit. That's under 5 weeks, man. Dang. And when I talk about age and experience, it never comes from, oh my God, I'm getting old. It's more of a thank once again, thank you, Lord. I really could. It's so many times in my life I could have lost my life, you know. And that's I think we these Sundays coming up to my B day. I'm gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about like, man, experiences, feelings, lessons, all that. And I hope y'all join me. I hope y'all really, once again, talk to me, enjoy it, talk about your experiences, whatever age you're at. If you're over 40, let me know. Shout out to y'all. But some people say age ain't nothing but a number, but I disagree, especially in the context them individuals were using it. But I believe these are milestones we should celebrate. I believe birthdays are very important. If you ever have a birthday, shout out to the 48. Like my partner Prince just text me right now. I wished him happy birthday yesterday. That's my guy. Seen that guy grow into the man that he is from a literally boy to a man. And shout out to the folks who are still here. Shout out to all my loved ones and the people who has been pillars and impact in my life. I'm gonna take it back this Sunday. Once again, we go. I could wait till later, but since we started on it now, I come to because I want to talk about the Obama Center, the library. I got to talk about that. 'Cause I'm excited for that. But like, y'all ever think what's been your earliest memory? Y'all ever like think about that? What was your earliest memory? Do you remember? Listen, do you remember your first memory, or do you just remember the first thing that you can think of? That's the thing. Do you ever think about that? Am I? Yeah. This episode is brought to you by the summertime. Okay. And we will love us. But but my first memory, I don't remember what age I was. I want to say maybe 3, 4 years old. I really want to say that. I remember remembering things. I remember remembering. Hey Kim, I remember time before I went to Head Start. I went to Head Start like when I was 4. But my first memory was sitting in the high chair. My, I was once again I was a fat kid, chubby, chubby, chubby baby. But and I was eating Fruit Loops. Hey, I was feeding myself too. I was feeding myself, and my grandmother was on the phone in the kitchen. And I want to say the phone was red or yellow. Like these are specific things, but that I'm telling you, I remember to the point like I don't remember nothing. I remember that. I remember the like how some people would say you gain consciousness. I remember gaining consciousness and I was eating cereal. I was eating it. Like everything was on autopilot before. But as soon as you know, that two when they used to have toucan sand, really, but things taste different now. When it really take all the different loops taste like a different flavor. Y'all don't remember that. But that was some of my first memories. Spending time with my grandmother, my mother, my brother, my grandparents had a close relationship, my grandfather. And I remember going to elementary. I remember not elementary. I remember going to daycare slash Head Start. So where I'm from once again Tyler, Texas, and it was a neighborhood that we were from called St. Louis, and we stayed off of a certain street. I don't share all the detailed information because scammers be out here. But I remember I could walk to my daycare. But do y'all remember y'all first day of school? I remember this. I got a whooping that day because I remember them hyping me up. Oh, Drake, you ready to go to school? You ready to go to school? You ready to go meet some friends, meet some people? And I'm like, not me no, I guess, whatever. I see all y'all excited. I don't see what I guess, whatever. I'm enjoying watching Tailspin and Chip and Dale. As long as I can get that in, cool, whatever. And I remember my Uncle Burl walking me, and it was literally just around the corner. It was one house, make a left, maybe 4 more houses, and that's where it was at. And I remember him taking me at the door. I remember them doing the tour, and I'm seeing all these other kids. Some on the floor. What's up, Thicky? Some on the floor, some on the bed. I'm just looking at all these other children. And I'm like, okay, what's up? Cool, cool, cool. What's happening with you? Hi. And then my uncle was like, all right, Drake, bye. Be good. See you later. See me later. See me later. What are we talking about? The hell is going on here? See me later. We came here together and we're gonna leave here together. What are you talking about? Nah, man. Nah, you got to get. And I remember running, busting out the front door, chasing. Cause ain't like it's hard to get back home. Okay, like I can almost see my if you cut down a few of them houses, them fences in the backyard, and fences them back people's fences in their backyard. I can see the house. Okay, what are we talking about? Ran to my uncle, like, hey, no, I'm going with you, I'm going with you. He's like, nah, you gonna stay now. And once again, he turned me around, pop, 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 see me back in there. Now I'm crying. What would the kids say now? Now I'm crying in front of the hoods. Now look, you listen. I blame the system. I don't think y'all explained it well enough to me. Y'all hyped it up. Now I'm here around all these snotty nosed other kids. Like, you know what? I may have been bougie. I think it's always been like that. 'Cause I was like, don't touch me. Even though I was poor myself, I'm like, don't touch me. Who are you, man? And I still talk about to this day. Shout out to my cousin. I ain't even gonna say her name right now, but listen, I saw how what's the word I'm looking for? Caste system was created at that age. I truly peeped it, and it made me uncomfortable even then. Ain't that crazy, y'all? I didn't like it even then. I don't like this feeling, man. Like how they trying to make this a normal thing. Like, for instance, I don't know, what can I do? Can you what was it? They try to make it where certain kids had to sleep on mats. You had a floor mat. Then some kids can sleep in the bed or in the bunk bed. And I was quick. I was like, hey, what the hell is this? Why this certain individual gets to sleep on a bunk bed every time, but yeah, but me and my people, we got to sleep on the floor. I don't like that. You got to let me know what's up. And it was like how that was how I once again I'm cool with the person still. We still close friends to this day and connected. But I don't like that at all, man. So I laugh because I met my best friend there. I met a lot of other, good folks in the community. So, I can't complain at all. That was the experience. Now I remember going to a school called Alice in Wonderland, extremely more. I went to Alice in Wonderland, and I went to a different elementary school that was extremely diverse. And I told y'all about the first time I realized I was different too. I was told this. Once again, we telling stories, man. This the countdown to 40. Welcome to Everything Culture. Thank y'all for being here. I'm trying, but I remember I asked this question on the show, and I've said this before in the previous episode. When did you realize you were different? Some people may say when, someone, it basically, numerous different people say different things, but I was always a nice, friendly kid. I always wanted to be cool and be happy. That always was me. I didn't look at people differently. I love people for people and their character. But in kindergarten, I learned that was different. You know, I learned it's not, people will treat you differently just the way you look, not the way you act. You ain't got to be mean. You got to be stinky. You can just look different. Now, should I let this go? I'm about to be 40. Once again, this countdown. I think at 40, it's just to have a lot of forgiveness. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Um, y'all heard me talk about Kiana. By a show of hands, do y'all remember me talking about Kiana? Just curious, because I was share it again anyway. Let me see if this. I'm trying to share this stuff on my other platform. And if that password don't work, that password ain't gonna work, and we ain't gonna stress about it. But so kindergarten. If y'all remember kindergarten used to be lit. Okay. What was the best thing to do in kindergarten, y'all? I'm gonna give y'all a little bit. What was the best thing to do in kindergarten other than recess? Because did we even have recess? Yes, we did have recess. I don't think it was called recess. It was just going outside. But what thing used to be taking naps used to be lit too. Taking naps, it was I think it was cool, but it wasn't the best. Taking naps was up there though. But that was majority depending what type of daycare you went to. That was like the main thing you did. Some of them daycares be putting them kids into nap time immediately when they get there. That's the majority of the time. But kindergarten, one of the latest, best experience that you wait your turn because they did it like once a week. Show and tell. Boy, y'all, show and tell used to be everything, man. Show and tell is like was just that you about to show off. You about to that like when I think of show and tell, I think of bling bling. Okay, I think of stun. I think of flossing. When people still be coming out on Sundays with their slabs and their rides. When people wear gaudy jewelry. When people go to galas. When people step, that is still show and tell. That started as a child, as a baby. Dang, hold on, y'all. We gotta pause it. I got a work call. One moment. that's the first. Once again, I'm on. You listen. When duty calls, y'all. Thank y'all for y'all patience, for listening and understanding. That's the first time that's happened. But we got to do what we got to do, and we're gonna be shutting down in 9 minutes or so. But and we don't talk when we don't talk about Bruno when we're actively working with Bruno. You feel me? Um, but yeah, going back to show and tell. So my aunt Winnie got me a stuffed rabbit. Like it was a white rabbit. What's happening with you, brother, man? What's good with you? Hold on, why? This countdown to 40. I'm just talking about me, like memories in my life. First memories and things of that nature. I'm gonna ask you this question again in the future. But when did you realize you were different? So, hey, her world 903. So once again, I'm at this. I'm just gonna say the elementary I went to had bird in it. The first one I went to. All right. And shout out to my teacher, Miss Taylor. Awesome woman. Love her, love her, love her. She really made a change in my life. Okay, see, Blaze said in the second grade. And my situation was like this: kindergarten lit, getting ready. I had Buster was like my imaginary best friend. Serious. I don't know if y'all had a man imaginary best friend. I had one. Buster, who was I told all my secrets to, who I cried to. When my mom pissed me off, who I went, like, I can't stand her, I'm running away. If I'm running away, I'm bringing Buster with me. That was my ace boom coon. You feel me? So I'm a flex with Buster. I'm gonna take Buster to show and tell, man. That's my dog. I've been listen, and I've been waiting to bring Buster to show and tell for months. It felt like years. Okay, it probably was only a couple weeks. All right. Whew. So I bring Buster, and the way it's set up, everybody's able to see it. It's cool. It's my turn to do it. I think they did like two, three show and tells in a day. I'm the third one. All right. I bring Buster out. And I'm like, hey y'all. And hey y'all. And I got Buster with Buster had some big old ears. He had a red nose, black eyes, like little chubby like I was, okay? And somebody went to the restroom, wasn't paying attention. And I'm telling everybody about Buster. He's cool. Like everything I'm telling y'all right now. My auntie gave it to him, gave him to me. I never remember. But Buster always there for me. Buster who I talk to. I'm just telling everything. And then me not paying attention. Once again, the girl comes back after like everybody clapping. I'm done. Everybody's clapping and done, and the girl comes back from the restroom. And my teacher was so shocked. My teacher called out, Miss Taylor called her out, like, hey, Kiana, because I'm gonna say her name. Kiana. Why were you in the restroom the whole time while Drake was in the doing his show and tell? Dog. I'm still in front of the class, G. I'm still in front of the class. She says, I didn't want to listen to him because he's fat. What? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And I'm like, I'm standing there. I'm like, wait. Now the class turned around, like, what? And the teacher was like, excuse me, young lady. Yeah. She's like, I don't want to listen to it. He's fat. You don't have to listen to fat people. And I'm just like, oh, what is fat? I'm fat. What's wrong with me? And she like, listen, the thing what made it worse. Miss Taylor, like, if you don't apologize to Drake, I'm gonna put you on timeout until you apologize. Apologize. Timeout was like death, like solitary. Cause we still ain't had recess. We had so much more things to do. We still got to do the little play area and all that play. She said, I don't care. Put me in timeout. I ain't apologizing. He fat and he shouldn't be fat. Boy, I'm talking about went in. Boy, when I say that tore a brother up. I was there like people, I shouldn't talk because I'm fat. What? Kindergarten. Like, who taught this little evil, nasty little kindergarten this? That's why I be telling you every time I see a Kiana, and if I don't know you, I'm asking you what elementary you went to. Because it's like, I'm not trying to listen, I'm about to hit 40 this year, y'all. I got to let that go. I need to let that go. I ain't, but cause I was like, what, 5 years old? It's been 35 years. But Kiana, if you hear this and it sound familiar, I wish I could zoom in on my eyes right now. It's on site. Well, listen, if I see you within the next 32, 33 days, I'm still gonna need that apology. But 40, I'm gonna try to forget you. I'm gonna try to forget you. Man, man, do I have to let it go? Do I? Like, because boy, I'm telling every time somebody join my live and I see Kiana, I'm like, where you from? And they just don't know if it's listen. It's just I'm gonna unshare because you see where children. I don't have that. Like I love being fat. Like I said, I love being fat. Listen, Heavy D came out around and changed a lot of things for me around that time. You know, my mother may have had a lot of flaws in her life, but even being a mother, she had flaws. But one thing she told me, I am a handsome individual. Okay, let's get it clear. But I was like, man, that was one of my first memories, and like first time I realized people would treat you differently or treat you poorly just because of the way you look, you know. And Kiana was, I hate to say, and she was ugly, but she had an ugly soul, ugly heart, you know. And some of her characteristics in the early '90s, she wouldn't be considered pretty. But I'm so mature, I ain't gonna call nobody ugly just because of certain, you know. I'm not like her, you know. I'm not like a lot of people who are like her because she was raised to believe that way. We were too young to have those type of ideologies that comes automatically. You know, you're brought into that. Some people may say, especially in my hometown, like the first time you realize you're different when somebody calling you black or the color of your skin or your poverty or what you wearing. But no, it was because of the my body shape. You feel me? She probably a whole sweetheart now. Probably not. Like, listen, I'm one of the people. It's rare. It can happen. Let me start. I ain't gonna lie. It can happen. But my aunt, I need to have her on the show soon. My aunt Yvette said when I first met her, messy little girls turn into messy old women, and nasty mean little boys turn into nasty mean old men. And baby, hey, let me talk to you. But yeah, that's one of the experiences that I can't say I ever going to forget. It was unique, but I forget. Well, I ain't forgave you. I ain't gonna lie, but you know you never know. You know it's one of them things. But what that was kindergarten, first second grade. Because once again went to a very diverse school. First second grade, I went to a predominantly black elementary. You know, and it was dope. New super experiences. I was nasty and mean, but I'm not anymore. I regret my actions. Like, growth. We appreciate that growth. And I remember one my memory from first, second grade. I can't remember it was first or second grade, but I got my uncle was the principal, and he threatened. I used to hate going to school in the morning. I used to hate. Oh my gosh! Like if you came in after the kindergarten, I mean the Head Start side, you understand. But I remember my mom called my uncle, who's a principal, and he's a busy man. He ain't had time to come do that. And once again, this is in 93. No, not second. First, second grade was probably 92, 91, 92. Okay, well, how much more time? Oh, we right at 8 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna try to tell y'all two quick stories that we go hop on. Cause that's what this every Sunday we doing story times. Okay, we talking about the countdown to 40, and I'm telling y'all my life until I'm trying to catch up. It's gonna be a lot, but my basically my uncle's gonna whoop me, and he came out in the front of the school with a belt. Like in front, I'm talking about in front, on campus, in front of let's go whoop me in front of the camp. I'm like, yeah, that was normal. I cried and all that. He's like, talk to me. You need to go to school. School important. Yada yada yada. And Blaze, chill out. Oh, you 11, man. I'm oh 04. But man, when I tell you that chat, I wasn't I never late for school until probably high school. But I would just be the most probably should be ready before anybody else. I'm ready to go because of that threat. And think about it, once again, this shows our how culture has changed so much. I was gonna get my ass handed to me like straight whooping if I like and this was gonna be front of the like this is gonna be in front of this not only the school but everybody in the community too. Crazy work. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Okay, cool. Sorry to my folks on YouTube that heard all that dead silence. I had to take a call. I had to keep it professional. But then yeah, that one of the biggest memory first and second grade. But the other one, I talked about this with my people before. I can't say all the details. People used to look at people on the spectrum different. They used to use different terminologies. And that ain't got to do with nothing right now. Okay, we gonna leave all that out. If y'all following, you got to come to every Sunday so you can understand why this is like the next story. Y'all gonna understand why it's important. But it was this girl I had a crush on her, my first crush. And when I was still on that, I don't like girls, but I like her. Whatever about her, like her. She was, short, light skinned cutie pie, whatever. Woo, woo, woo. And this day and age, the big rappers that just came out, rap was big, but it was crisscross. Okay. And what did crisscross used to do? What was the big thing that crisscross used to wear? The fashion sense they had. Bingo, Blaze. Bingo. So, oh, girl, because I didn't think it was bad to tell a girl you like her. This is my first time getting shot down. This is the best way I can tell you. All the older girls like me, still to this day. But back with overalls, yes. And so it got back to I'm gonna change the name. I'm gonna call her Jeannie. Okay, it got back to Jeannie that I had a crush on her. Once again, women be mean. Ooh, the girls mean. I'm thinking about that now. So she decided, wanted me to sit at her kitchen table with her. I mean, at the cafeteria table. I'm like, yeah, hey, Jenny. And I'm just being sweet. Once again, nice as shit too. That's what I'm saying. I'm kind. I'm not nice because you be too nice. They go try you. That's just the way to go. I hate for it to be that way. But I sit down talking to her, and she got her homegirls with her and all that. This is first, second grade. I remember her telling me, "Oh, I like your clothes like this and this." But you know who I really like? I like Chris Cross. You like Chris Cross, Drake? I like that. Cool. I'm like, whatever. And she was like, it'd be real cool for you to go and put your clothes on backwards, put your pants on backwards. This not be cool. She like, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. My little fat, gullible, dumbass. I am still a G. I went to that restaurant. I'm going to the restaurant immediately. I didn't eat. My fat ass probably did eat my food, but the thing is, I lunch wasn't over. I went back, went to the restroom, and put all my pants on backwards and came out. Dog. She this how the Lord protects his. This how the Lord protects his. She and her homegirl like try to bust out laughing, point. They try to clown a player, and I'm like, who? And but everybody else in the cafeteria like, oh, we see you, Drake, we see you. They really hyping me up though. They like I'm fresh, this, and that. I'm cool. But I peep the person I'm trying to impress is trying to clown me. Damn, damn. How do you? Ooh. Listen, don't let's hear. I'm gonna write a book about my life because when I tell you that is a type of that's a story for you, baby. That's a story for you. Eh, the person you want to impress, the person you going for might be not be the other one, but that made me popular in the school. You feel me? But I like, and even through everybody cheering me on and all that cool, but I see you try to play me, and that was whack. Gina, whatever I was calling your name, Jeannie, that was whack. I always get my get back though. Listen, it took about 10 years, but I got it. It's like it took a minute, but I got it. And I didn't mean to get it. It's just the way the Lord worked. I didn't have to and that's how I have to do with Kiana. Kiana, I'm using Kiana, that's her real name. But that's how you didn't even gotta chase it. Vengeance is his. Ooh. But yeah, we go wrap it up on the tube. Hold on. I'm gonna try to have this episode out either Monday or Tuesday on the streaming. We'll do a little bit of editing for that. But we love y'all coming through. We appreciate y'all. Had fun with y'all. I know to get y'all back into the YouTube, the Zoom stuff, I have to be consistent. But yeah, if you want to join the continued conversation, we'll be on TikTok a little bit longer, chopping it up with my people. And then we go do on Zoom if y'all want to stay on Zoom for a bit where we ain't got to worry about these community guidelines. You feel me? But as always, make sure to look out for everything culture. Make sure to join our community board that we have here on this TikTok. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials. All right. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all August 1st. Okay. We love y'all. Take it easy. God bless and peace.